Hey everyone, welcome to Horrible Gaming. On today's video, we are playing some Animal Crossing and I am finally starting my Christmas in New York island. Honestly, I think I'm gonna call this New York inspired just because I love using parking lots on my city core islands. If you're a regular follower, you absolutely know I have an obsession with those and they make great filler areas. So if you're wanting to get this pretty spot on with how New York's atmosphere is, totally skip the parking lot usage that I'll have on this island. But I wanted to incorporate those also just because maybe you want to use some New York vibes on the island, but you don't want to full on call it New York. So I wanted to offer kind of like an island that works for a general Christmas city and just like people who are doing New York as well. So I actually tried to do this theme last year, but I never stuck to it because Christmas is honestly a very hard time for me emotionally. I haven't seen my family for several years. We live across the states. So it's honestly really hard for me to get into the Christmas spirit because of that. I just miss them so very much. But it's also my birthday month coming up. So I figured if I'm gonna do a Christmas themed island, I'm gonna build it for me because I'm a December baby. I love the holidays. I love winter. So I'm gonna get into Christmas spirit for once this year. I actually have a few different winter styled islands planned for y'all, but I'm gonna focus on the first two, which is obviously this island. And then I wanna do something that's kind of more rural, that's set in the mountain landscapes, very Alaska inspired. Honestly, I remember visiting Alaska as a kid and absolutely loved it. My aunt lives there, so I'll be taking a lot of inspiration honestly from where she lives. So I thought that would be a really fun theme next, just in case maybe you don't celebrate Christmas or you wanna continue the winter themes until winter is over. If I'm also not too burned out on winter, there's a few other different styles I would absolutely love to create, but we'll just play by ear and see how it goes. I'm still planning to do my kid core city, just like I've talked about for several weeks now, but I'm waiting to get my seasonal content over first, that way we can fully focus on it. Also, if you're one of my Disney Dreamlight followers, I'm planning to do a ton of winter content for the game, just waiting for the game to finally get patched so it doesn't crash every 5 minutes. I play on PC and I've never had crashing issues until recently. It's every time I get into decorating mode and it just makes it very dreadful to build on. So hopefully this upcoming update will patch all those issues and we can really get back to doing our Disney Dreamlight content. So let's get into what today's video is basically going to consist of. I'm getting the entry done and I'm going to be working on some transitional spots. I was actually really in love with how my winter monotone entry turned out. I think that this would be still an excellent entry for a Christmas city or New York island. So I'm going to be kind of changing up the vibe a little bit at the entry and also changing up some of the transitional spots. So that is what I'm going to be focusing on today. I'm also planning to stream the island too, so make sure your notifications are turned on if you want to tune in to those live streams coming up. I have so much planned for this island. Like I said earlier in the video, I'm going to call it New York inspired because it's not going to be like a full-on New York theme. I have so many ideas planned for this island theme, and the reason why I wanted to just call it a New York inspired because there's definitely going to be some aspects to this island that don't match up with the New York City whatsoever. I think it would be really fun to still create a fall themed New York island just so I can show y'all two different versions of a New York styled theme. So let me know if you're still interested in seeing that happen. I was going to do a fall New York island a few months ago, but I honestly just haven't had that much time lately to build on Animal Crossing. Life has been so chaotic. So behind my rep's house, I started to terraform behind there because I had the idea of that transitioning up to an incline with some of my townhouses that I did on a different video. But I might change that and have this transition up to the Central Park area. I'm not quite sure, but we'll just see what happens. As many of y'all know, I trial all this and this is just me going with the flow. I never plan my layouts, so I honestly just have no idea how any of this is going to transition. But of course, I will be recording this island as much as possible, just like my last one, and doing live streams too. I have several wish list builds for this theme, including a really gorgeous ice rink area where you can see some shops behind it. Also want to do like a landscape area of a city perspective. Let me know some other ideas you hope to see on this island. I'm always checking for y'all's feedback. I was also considering maybe starting that mountain winter theme as well that I mentioned earlier in this video, just to have like a island I can rotate between so I don't get too burned out on this Christmas city. I just want to have plenty of options to work with, but who knows, maybe I'll get super inspired and finish this island in a week. Y'all have seen me do that so many times, so honestly I have no idea what to expect. But I hope y'all loved this revamp of that other entry video, and I hope you're excited to finally see this island theme come to life. With that being said, thank you so much for watching and have a horrible day. I'll see you next video.